You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man, A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, man, back with another one. Happy, where we at? Hump Day! Happy update to all you Bammers out there, man. Hope all you guys are having a great day. If you're at work, if you're at the house, if you're cool and chilling, whatever it is. I know some people are on spring break and everything like that. So just want to give a little shout out for that. Now, listen, I know my regulars. Y'all like, Scotty, what is this? But I told y'all I was transitioning. I told y'all I was gonna be doing some Caucasus Mountain PWI stuff, right? I told y'all that, and I am in the Northeast Ohio area. Okay, I'm just telling you that. So it's like this is like right up my alley. Like I'm literally 25 minutes away from Kent State. All right. I'm 5 minutes away from Akron University. Right. Now, neither one of them programs are either good, but I'm just saying, if some shit goes down, I'm right here. So why not talk about the PWI that I'm like right next to, right? You feel me? And why not talk about the PWI that has the potential to get an NFL superstar?
All right, I'm just trying to tell y'all it can go down. There's the possibility that it can go down. So listen, I'm here to talk about it. Akron is A&M. Hey, listen, Akron is like the Valley or the UAPB of the MAC. I would say more of that. I would say more of that. I would say more-ish. Like Kent is like Bethune-Cookman. Yeah, Kent's like Bethune-Cookman, kind of like middle of the pack-ish. But you know what I'm saying? Kent and they ass. Okay, I'm listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Akron and Kent, they trash. All right, but listen, Akron got a really nice stadium, got a really nice facility here. I've been there. I took my son there for some Chick-fil-A at the student center. It's really nice. All right, now Akron, the city of Akron. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. You already know. DMV, you're good with me, baby. All right. So we gonna get into it, but again, I told you guys I was gonna be moving into the Caucasus Mountains. Okay, I told you I was gonna be climbing up. You know what I'm saying? Going to the white folk. And you know I'm rocking with FIU because Willie down there. So you gonna see some FIU stuff. So just be on the lookout, man. Just be on the lookout. But I was really interested. I was really intrigued because it's too many times I get a lot of black people in here talking about some. Oh, Scotty, you only talk about HBCU issues. There's PWIs that have problems as well. Why don't you talk about? Well, goddamn it, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now, and we're gonna talk about it. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. So let's get into it right now. This is the situation. Because I know a lot of you Bamas don't know shit about Kent State, which is cool, which is fine. I'm here to help you, right? Their coach, Kenni Burns, a black man, mind you. A black man. It hurts my heart to do this. It really, really doesn't, because he was trash. He was really bad. I mean, it is. See, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Stay with me. The issue is this, is that a lot of black people don't get jobs opportunities like this. And when I tell you he effed this up to the 10th degree, he was absolutely
and he trash.
That Bama was at winless 0-12. Dog. And the funny thing is, he didn't get fired for being a bad football coach. Oh, no. It's juicier than that. It's real juicy. Right? You know, I love, you know me, I love a little tea, a little mess, a little mess, a little tea. You know what I'm saying? So, am I going to my word on the street? Word on the street. That's gonna be Fobbs. That's gonna be Fobbs at NCAT next year. Winless. That's gonna be Gibbs. I'm sorry. That's gonna be Sean Gibbs at NCAT next year. Winless. One win. Let me stop. Anyway, so word on the street is this, right? Word on the street is this. Allegedly, he like to gamble. Allegedly, he liked to gamble. Do a little betting. You know what I'm saying? Do a little side betting on the side. And it got him hemmed up, right? Got him in some situations, in some precautionary tales, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? Got a little gamble problem. You know what I'm saying? 1-800 stop gambling. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But there's some articles. Go out there and read them. You know what I'm saying? Now, so let me give you the full gambit, right? Yeah, right. So says Kent State football coach Kenni Burns taken to court for unpaid $24,000 credit card debt. Right now, this is 2024, mind you, it's 2025. But this is what the president said about all the issues that were going on. So essentially, he was like OBG with her P card. But you know, FAMU like kind of overlooked that for her. But I mean, technically, they could have like took her ass to jail. I mean, but they didn't do that, you know. But that's just what I heard. But you know, let's get back to the white people. Anyway, right? So the university president, Todd A. Diacon, outlined 5 reasons for the cause for Burns firing, with the first being significant, repetitive, and intentional violation or a pattern of conduct which may constitute or lead to a major violation as determined by Kent State University after the appropriate investigation of the university's policies, procedures regarding your P card, personal card expenditures. All right, personal card expenditures. Now, my issue is my boy. There's white people around, so I won't say the N-word. Ninja, right? CBS Sports reported in November that Burns had been taken to court for nearly $24,000 in unpaid credit card debt. His initial contract was bro, you're making $475. Tell me you don't know how to manage money without telling me you don't know how to manage money. You got a $24K credit card debt, my boy. Like in 2 months, you should have that paid off. How does this even come about? So let me get this straight. Let's break this all the way down. You got a credit card debt. You're allegedly gambling and you losing. See, listen, if we don't know nothing about white people, and we know a lot about white people, but if we don't know nothing else about white people, if you winning, they would have looked past all of that. What? Gamble away, black man. Gamble away. As long as he was winning, they wouldn't have it could have been $100,000 in credit card debt. They wouldn't have gave a damn. They would be like, hey, listen, we'll pay that. We got you. We good on that. But you black. Let's just go through all the checklist of problems in this scenario. You're black. You're a black man that looks like Seal and can't sing. You're losing. And you got credit card debt. And you making the university look bad. My boy, you passed 3 strikes. You already passed 3 strikes. Okay? So the mere fact of how you even got this far is a blessing in disguise. I don't get it. It just like when we as black people get into positions that we usually a lot of people say we're not supposed to have, or you know, it's an elevated position because a lot of black coaches don't get an opportunity to lead white programs, right? This is what you end up hiring the most unqualified brother in the world. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm sorry. Like this, bear with me while I get this off my chest, right? You sucked as a football coach and you was allegedly gambling. Like, you can't do both. Right? You gotta do one of, you either suck at football, but everything is everything is by the book, or you a hell of a football coach, but on the side you got a gambling problem. Something's got to give. You can't. It's like one of those situations where you don't want to have glasses and braces. You know, like it's like goddamn, like you got glasses and braces. I told my mama straight up. I said, Mama, look. We gotta pick one. I'm not about to have braces and glasses. No, it's either glasses with Invisalign or braces with contacts. Something's got to go. You see what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is that how you put all this together, it's like a big ball of just crazy. Like, you can't be this oblivious. You can't be this oblivious. And he's married to a black woman. I just knew when I was reading this, I just knew he was married to a Caucasian woman. I was like, a Caucasian woman gonna jack him up. No, I'm like, no black woman is gonna allow you to F up the bag that bad. No What black woman's gonna let you F up the bag? You making $475? Ain't no black woman gonna allow you to mess up that bag. I just knew he was dating the sister. I felt like, you know, when the whole DC sniper was happening and everybody just knew he was a white man. Just knew he was a white man. I'm talking about you could have bet your last check on it. I was just like, oh yeah, we know we know he a white man. And that Bama was Muslim, Jamaican, and black. I said, what? How? Who would have thunk it? Right? It's the Kenni Burns of the world that you just be shaking your head like, damn, like this is where we at. This is where we at with it, Kenny. This is where we at with it, Kenny. You just trying to set back the black people. You trying to set black coaches back 20 years. 20 years, right? Like this is what I'm saying. The thing about, but I know y'all like Scotty, you just out here talking, but I really want y'all to think about it. Hugh Freeze, right? Got caught up in a prostitution thing with women and the players and all type of stuff. The Bama went to his next job was a Christian university. You see the ease of white men? You get what I'm saying? He literally moonwalked his way to a Christian university to get a coaching job. That is asinine. That is so backwards. That is so backwards. Like, I'm like, what? How does that? Again, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, when you start checking off these boxes, you're like, this can't be a brother. Why would a brother do that? Like, you know how difficult it is to get these positions, and this is how you fuck it up. You fuck it up to this degree. I hope Kenni Burns never see a head coaching position another day in his life. We do not need Kenni Burns walking into another PWI, messing up an opportunity for a black man. Now, listen, guys, I know you Bamas don't know Kent State. It gets even better. It gets even better, but it gets worse. Guess who hired his ass? Another black man. So not only, stay with me now, not only did he fuck it up for black coaches, right? It's like a slap in the face to the black man who hired you. You see what I'm saying? There's not a lot of these positions going around to where you got a black AD that is able to hire a black head coach. There's not a lot of them. It's not. In the PWI space, it is rare. So if I was Randall Richmond, I would be people's elbow dropping Kenni Burns. Because now you done shortened my lifespan. You was my first hire, my first football hire, and you screwed me that bad? Oh my God, I'm talking about top of the rope elbow drop. Rey Mysterio frog splash, flip something. I am dropping the hammer on this black ass. That's how you do me? That's how you do me? Hell no. It's like, am I my brother's keeper? That's what he did to him. He did that Bama like Wesley Snipes did. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Like that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Am I my brother's keeper? CMB, we all we got. Come on, man. Kill money. Kill G money. Kill G money. That's how he did him. But again, let's look at the resume. All right. This was your hire. He was never was a coordinator. His resume, never was a coordinator, never was a head coach, had only ever been a running back coach. That's it. That's it. Never been a coordinator, defensive, offensive, special teams. I mean, God, never been a coordinator at any stop. And this is what you hooked your wagon to? Randall, I need you to do better, my boy. I'm gonna need you to do better, my boy. You look like an intelligent young man. I'm gonna need you to do better. I'm gonna need you to do better and be better. That's all I'm gonna say, because you're floating on thin ice. You floating on thin ice with the white folk. Okay, they looking at you like, hey, you better be lucky you got the job, and you over here hiring unqualified Bamas. So I'm just saying, be very mindful, Randall. Be very mindful. So moving on. Now, this is the interim coach at the time. So what's Burns got that homeboy had to. He had to know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. He's like, what's that song? Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Like, for real. What song is that? What song is that? Is that let's go? If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. I gotta find that, Jake. I gotta play it, right? But OC, I gotta find that part. But OC Mark Kearney, let's go. Oh yes, let go. I got now. See, now y'all got me. I'm gonna have to try to find it. OC Mark Kearney. He's the name interim coach. So what's going to happen? All right, what's going to happen is this. They're going to go through the full 2025 season with a head coach interim, which is Mark, and they're going to pick this. They're going to pick the new head coach in the new season for 2026. So 2025 is a wash. All right. Now listen. If Mark come out the gate and start winning some games, it could be his job, right? That's usually how interim coaches happen. Like, you get the position, you change you change the ship, you right the ship, you get it back on track or whatever, on the boat, ocean, whatever you want to call it, and you get the opportunity to be the head coach. You get the interim tag taken off. That's if he wins. So again, different philosophies, different mindsets. He's white, he's black. You know what I'm saying? It's Kent State. So, we'll leave it at that. So now, listen, mind you, okay. Let me set the stage for this. So, this should be an absolute no-brainer. And when I mean an absolute no-brainer, if Josh Cribbs, it is literally Josh Cribbs telling you no. And he can't just, and if I'm Randall, he can't just tell me no. He got to tell me hell no. Like, get the hell off my property. Don't come back here again. Like, this is Kent State we talking about. Like, Sean Lewis had Kent State somewhat rolling. All right. If anybody know who Sean Lewis is, he was the OC that went to Colorado for that 1 year, parlayed his not so good offense, parlayed that to a new job, right? As white people do. But when he was at Kent State, had a high-powered offense, was 7-6 and 6-7. It kind of like in the middle of the road. I believe he won the MAC 1 year and then won a bowl game as well. So, and then years before Sean Lewis was Paul Haynes, and they were just absolutely ass. Right? So now you're back in the gutter. You were 1-11, 2023. You're 0-12, 2024. So you're at I'm talking about the dead bottom. And to me, and I know Josh Cribbs isn't a big name, but he's a big name up here. He's a big name in the Northeast area, the Pennsylvania area, the Ohio area, right? He's a Kent State alum. If anybody didn't know that, he's a Kent State alum, right? So, but again, I'll let Josh Cribbs explain to the folks at hand, the folks out in the world, the Kent State alums, all the PWI world, of why he should be the next head coach because he talks about it. He absolutely talked about it. Let me see if I can pull this video up. Oh, it didn't send. Hold on, let me get it going, guys. Sorry about that. Do. Y'all know, yeah, listen, bear with me now. Y'all know I'll be forgetting stuff. But okay, let me see. I think I just got it. Show and finder. Yo, why did stuff not ever want to work when I need it to work? Thank you, Jesus. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Following this storyline because, as you know, I am a former Golden Flash myself. I, of course, have a vested interest in hoping that my Golden Flashes football team can get back on the map and be amazing. I would love it if you were the head coach. What is it about you that would make you amazing at this job over someone from maybe, say, like a Power 5 assistant or something like that?
Trust me, it's not about X's and O's or running a football program. You can ask Dion and Eddie George how that went. You want to know why? It's about this. Listen.
We know the college landscape has changed significantly. Being an alumni of Kent State University, I hope to galvanize not just the student body, but Northeast Ohio around me. I think I'll have a ton of support from donors. Already have NIL money lined up, Mary Kay. For me, it's me coming home, the return to excellence, but also our alumni. Our alumni plays a huge part in the football program, and they've had terrible representation of that. Who wants to come back to your university with a team that hasn't won a game? And every single year, players enter the portal. There's no retention of athletes.
Yeah.
With the resources that I have, one thing that separates the MAC from other schools, we're not funded like in Ohio State. We rely heavily on donor support and support from the community. But with me, in the college landscape the way it is now you can attract those big time quarterbacks that come here in Kent State, and we can give them something on top of it. We have to make Kent State a place that people want to go, not just the players but the fans too, to bring that excitement back, because Kent State deserves it.
That's
and
right.
I plan to bring that to us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm ready to run right through the wall for you right
There
now.
you go.
Listen, I'm going to always say this, and and Alexander Wilson, I see you, says the Akron Beacon is saying the Kent State should look at Tim Terrell, the head coach at Archbishop Hoban, does hiring high school coaches to be head coaches in college. Did that work? It doesn't always work, but it could work. But the reason I'm gonna get to your point, and I'm gonna get to your point, but let me say this: the reason why I love Josh Cribbs this much for the job is because he wants the job. Half the battle. I've seen what watching Michael Vick in his transition from Norfolk and stuff, you kind of see like he kind of wants it, he likes it, but I'm here, I'm home, but it's kind of like a tugging, right? Like you don't know if he really wants to. You see the excitement by Josh Cribbs. He's an alum. He wants to bring the excitement back to Northeast Ohio. He has the connections to bring, and this is what I'm saying. I've talked to some people who, up here in Kent State, they're Kent State alums and stuff like that. And they're like, well, Scotty, he's not a really big name. And I'm like, you really don't need a huge name. You just need somebody to galvanize Ohio. You just need somebody to be a big name in Ohio, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Charlie Ward is a big name, right? But he's a really big name in Tallahassee. So they can galvanize that community and really push it towards FAMU and what they need. Again, having businesses say they're in partnership with a 4-time Pro Bowler, a Hall of Fame nominee, right? That means something in Northeast Ohio. That means something in Ohio. They love football up here. They love it immensely. I'm talking about it's on Texas level, like passion for their football. I love the fact that Josh is making the pitch, because to me, you want somebody who wants to be there, knowing the uphill battle that he has, knowing the uphill fight he has to do, knowing the recruitment, knowing all the circumstances that Kent State is currently in. and he still has the energy that he wants to go about doing it. Again, you need the Deshaun Jacksons, you need the Deion Sanders, you need that energy to put the program back in the forefront of people's minds and be able to promote the program, be able to sell the program, right? So I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's an absolute no-brainer. Like, I don't think Randall is in a very good position to not go with a celebrity hire. And that's my thing. That's my thing, Alexander. I think if you go the high school route, that's too much of a risk. It's too much of a risk. It really is, right? Because it's like, this guy doesn't really have a buzz. He's fighting in a very saturated area, right? Because you got Kent State, you got Akron, you got you still got to fight Toledo's and Bowling Greens, and you got Ohio State up like, there's a lot of, first there's a lot of talent in this area, but there are a lot of schools pulling in this area, right? So I think that's a very big risk for Randall right now. Like, if the high school guy was his first hire, I wouldn't have had a problem with it, because I'm like, hey, you're trying to do something different, local guy, I got it. But after Kenny screwed him the way he did, you got to go to a celebrity hire, because you got to go with something that is going to draw excitement. Even if he doesn't do well, it's going to draw excitement to the program, and it's going to bring you in money that you wouldn't have got any other way but by Josh Cribbs or by another celebrity hire. So to me, if I'm Randall, okay, this is an absolute no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. I walk into Josh Cribbs, I say, what do you need? The last guy was getting paid $475. We'll pay you $500,000. $500,000. 4 years, $500,000, whatever we got to do, right? Get the NIL on board, get the community involved, get sponsorships, get everything rolling in the right way. Because I'm telling you right now, there's some big programs around here, right? You got Massillon football, you got Canton, you got all these programs out here that he's able to recruit from, right? This local talent that he's able to recruit from, because Northeast Ohio has a lot of good talent. Then you got Columbus up the way, you know what I'm saying? You got Cincinnati up the way as well. So, you got Pennsylvania 2 hours away. There's a lot of talent in just this area as well. So I really, listen, this shouldn't even be really a process, if I'm being honest, unless it's multiple celebrity hires that are looking to get this job. But Randall, listen to me, brother. You black man to black man.
Watch out for the. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with.
Black man to black man. Listen, my brother, you dropped the ball on the last one. You dropped the baton that was handed to you on the last one. You cannot drop this one, because you're going to be dropped in the job, okay? I'm just letting you know straight. You ain't got too many chances, Randall. You ain't got too many chances. You got to get this one right. You got to get it right, okay? Got to get this one right. And I'll say this. If Josh Cribb is not your choice, listen, I got some other choices for you. These are some other no-brainers, Randall. Now, listen, if you can get Julian Edelman, then you go get Julian Edelman. Okay? Kent State alum, right? Patriot. Everybody in the Northeast area knows who he is. So if you can walk, right? If you can walk Julian Edelman through your doors, that is amazing. Absolutely. And if anybody else doesn't know, Antonio Gates is also a Kent State alum. I don't think that, they're going to bring him back, but I'm just saying he is an alum. And listen, Chris Carter can get you that Ohio State money, right? Get you some of them Ohio State alums to come and support the program, get some NIL going, right? Get a Hall of Famer in there. Listen, I think, listen, this is what I would if I was in Randall's circle, this is what I would tell Randall. Listen, if you go the celebrity route, and if it does not work out, I believe you would still get one more chance, right? Because it's the celebrity thing. It didn't work out or whatever. Now, if it's a really bad scandal, then you just got to go down with the ship with it. Okay. You just got, if one of these Bamas pop off with a scandal, then you just got to go down with the ship. All right. You hooked your boat to it. Just go down with the ship. But if it's just something like the wins and losses didn't add up, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's all about marketing. It's all about promoting and how the money is being brought into the program. I think you'll be good if things go awry with any of your celebrity hires. And I think you might get another chance to go a different direction and maybe hire a high school coach, or your last hire might be just a regular guy, right? A regular coach or whatever. But I think for this hire to get Kent State back on track, to get your job security back on track, you got to go out and you got to go find you a celebrity hire. And again, you just can't, this is my thing. You can't just go find any old body. And what I mean by that is you don't want to just go find a celebrity that wants to coach. That's not it. They got to have some type of interest, because you see it with Deshaun Jackson and how much attention he brings Delaware State. You saw it with Deion Sanders and how much attention he brought to Jackson State. You don't really see it with Norfolk. It's kind of building, but it's out the gates. You didn't really see it like you should have seen it with Michael Vick and all the excitement that he could have been bringing to Norfolk State. So the reason that I love Josh Cribbs is, one, he's an alum. Two, he wants to be there. He wants to be there. You saw the excitement. You saw the energy. You saw the plan. He knows what the game is. I got to have NIL money to get these top-level athletes. I mean, we got to bring people in, right? He's still in the Ohio area. He's not living in Florida. He's not living in Texas. He's not living in California. He is in the Ohio area. I believe he's still in Cleveland, which is an hour away from where we at right now, or 30 or 45 minutes away. I think it's like an hour 30 from Kent State or whatever, but he's only an hour away, right? So he's still in the community. He's still connected to the people. He's still connected to the media that's around here. So he knows how to get to the reporters and get to the media stations and all that type of things that are going on, right? He's part of that Ball Play Network, which is like an Ohio thing, and they got all the Ohio sports in it or whatever. So probably could get Kent State put on that platform as well. So there's just multiple things. I think that when you add Josh Cribbs to this situation and you add Josh Cribbs to the Kent State job hunt, I think, if it's me, I think he's your number one choice, honestly, even over Julian Edelman, right? I'm so serious about that. I think Julian Edelman is a great hire because of his name. I don't know if he gives me coaching vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because at least Josh did some time with the Cleveland Browns coaching and stuff like that. I don't know if Julian Edelman gives me really coaching vibe. He gives me more of, like frat. He's in it. I feel like he's in his frat boy era, right? With the podcast and just kind of, being free and being funny and being himself. I don't know if he's ready for the grind of being a head coach. That I ain't so much. I don't think he's there yet. I think Chris Carter, right? Look, being interviewed for the Delaware State job, I believe. I think he's in that era of now he wants to coach. He wants to give back. And what better place not to get back to is Ohio, right? That's where he's known, made his name at Ohio State, right? So these will be my top guys. Now, of course, you're going to have people coming out the woodworks and all that type of stuff. And, if you got a solid coach, you think you find a solid coach, fine. But I would say this, I've said this for the HBCU space. I'm going to say this for the PWI space. I know money is not a big issue to Kent State. It ain't the end all be all. It ain't. But just like Josh Cribbs said, they live and die off their donors. They live and die off their alums. So what I would say is this: I would rather go 3-8, 3-9 with Josh Cribbs than go 3-9 with Mr. Archbishop. The choice is yours, okay? We can either do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours, okay? I said I like you, and I would rather go 3-9 making money hand over fist with Josh Cribbs, because I'm gonna be in the building. You got Josh Cribbs. I'm coming up to Kent State to watch a game. You know what I'm saying? If you got Mr. Akron Beacon, Mr. Tim Tyrell, I don't give two shits about some Tim Tyrell. Who gives a damn about that? I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. Right? I'm just saying he ain't moving no needles. He ain't putting people in dolls. Okay? Again, Alexander, listen. These are probably great coaches. I don't give a damn. I want somebody. Let me tell you. Listen, I don't work for the Akron Beacon, so I don't give a damn, right? My thing is this, Alexander. My thing is this. I want somebody, as soon as we hire them, butts in seats. Butts in seats. As soon as we hire them. I don't want people to have to sit back. Who golf dart? Who Mount Union? Okay. Da 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 da. Yeah, Alexander, I'll open the call lines up for you, Alexander. If you want to call in, let me open the call lines up. But yeah, I'm looking for somebody day one, butts in seats, energy, excitement, right? To where you're bringing in the local community who knows this guy, who's watched this guy play at Cleveland, who want to go support. Because now, hold on real quick.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Because this is what you do now, Alexander. Let me tell you how the game works. This is what you do now. Oh, okay, you got work, can't call it, no biggie. All right, this is what you do, Alex. This is what you're doing. If you get Josh Cribbs, now you get Cleveland fans. Let's not be crazy like all Cleveland fans know where Kent State at or knows about Kent State. But what happens is you get a Cleveland legend that goes to Kent State. Now you get the casual Cleveland fan. Because there's a lot of them up here. I don't know why. I don't know who will be celebrating them. I don't know who would claim the Browns as a team. That don't even make sense to me. I couldn't even imagine saying that out of my mouth. Like, I'm a Browns fan. That is crazy work to me. Like, and like wear the merchandise too. Like, so you gonna label yourself and tell people you're a Browns fan? That's crazy, but neither here nor there. But that's what happens now, right? When you get Josh Cribbs and you get Josh Cribbs to come to Kent State, now you're getting the local Cleveland fans involved who want to go get an autograph, who want to go, call our number is 518. I'll pull it up. Right. Now you get the local Cleveland market involved. And now you get those fans coming to the game, plus alums, plus the people who just want to see what's going on. You don't do that with them regular schmegular coaches. And that's the issue. That is the issue. Like, I'm not saying, and again, I'm going to keep saying this, I'm not saying they're bad coaches. I'm just saying in this day and age with NIL, transfer portal, multiple stops, and all these kids, you got to stand out above the rest. And how does Kent State stand out above the rest is you hire a celebrity guy, preferably Josh Cribbs, local legend. You get the NIL going with them, right? And then he makes kids want to come. Now, he from DMV. You're good with me. He from the D.C. area. So he going to have a pipeline going back to D.C., go back to his old high school, go back to his old stomping grounds in the DMV area. So you get that pipeline going and you get the local. Come on, man. It's too easy. Randall, don't make it harder than it is, Randall. Okay? Do not make this harder than it is, bro. Cleveland is an old school city. This is how you do it. Rooting for teams that you never visited. The NFL cities are like that. That's how you do it. Not rooting for teams that you've never visited. NFL like that. Listen, again, I don't know how. I'm gonna say it again. I do not understand how anybody claims to be a Browns fan. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Scotty, would you come to AT&T Cincy? Scotty, would you come to A&T Cincy? Yeah. I That's about a 3-hour drive. Somebody, yeah, I mean, if so, I gotta be with no Diddy. I gotta be on somebody's foursome though, right? I gotta be on somebody's foursome. No Diddy. Somebody put me in a group. You know what I'm saying? I'll shoot down there. It's about a 3-hour drive. I'll shoot down there. You know what I'm saying? I'll have a good time. Probably gotta take the wife with me or something, or But somebody, listen. I'm not about to take a 3-hour drive and they gotta pay for my foursome. All right, no Diddy. That just sounds so bad. I'm not about to drive down there and then also gotta pay for my, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring my golf clubs, I'll bring everything I need to bring, but I ain't paying for the foursome. All right, so somebody just gotta take care of my fee. I'll be right there, right? And I hope Gibbs is there too, so I can tell Gibbs in his face, I got you down for 3 wins, big boy. I got you down for 3 wins, big dog. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But listen, listen, at the end of the day, man, I hope to see this. I hope to see this transpire. I really, really do. I hope Josh Cribbs gets the opportunity. I DM'd him. Many of you Bamas know Josh Cribbs. Please tell him to check his Twitter. I DM'd him. Like to bring him on, talk about, if the opportunity, if you would really, really like to take a chance on getting to Kent State. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. But I just, if I'm Randall, I think you got to really make a name for yourself, right? Like you got to really, are you a driver or on the greens? I don't know what you're asking me per se. But I'm pretty decent. I'm pretty decent. Like I'm really good with my irons. I'm an iron guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really an irons guy. I take out my driver every now and again, but I'm really an irons guy. I like my 7-iron down. I'm tough. My 6-iron really nasty with. You know what I'm saying? I could do about, if I get it really clean, I can probably do about 205 on my 6-iron. About 200, 205. If I get it clean, I can do about 205. Shoot, I gotta go. I gotta go April, May. I got some time. I gotta get back. I haven't. Listen, we up here in Ohio, man. Ohio, that golf season gets squished down real tight. So I gotta go to the driving range. But anyway, you get me off topic. But if I'm Randall, you gotta make a statement. You gotta put your name on this program. You gotta solidify why they gave you this job and be innovative in being in the position of the athletic director and really making a very splash hire, because Ashley Robinson started the trend. I know a lot of NFL guys, but Ashley Robinson really pushed this trend, and now you see it culminating at Colorado and at Delaware State and here and Eddie George going to Bowling Green, right? So Randall, you could really change the game with putting Josh Cribbs in this position and really having the program take off and get back on track to somewhat what Sean Lewis had it at when he was here, and to bigger and better heights, right? Because, I mean, you got to compete with the Toledos. You got to compete with the Bowling Greens now with Eddie George, right? So, y'all could really make the MAC a thing, right? Got Eddie George. You got Josh Cribbs. It could really be a thing to where now the MAC action is really something that people are tuned in and wanting to watch. So, but hopefully you get it right, bro. Because listen, take Kenni Burns off your Christmas list. That Bama did you so dirty. God damn, that Bama did you so dirty. I swear to God, it's one of those dudes like, bro, if I see you, it's on sight, my boy. Like, for real. Like, that's how bad Kenny did you. You try to look out for a black man, and that's how a black man do you? Nah, kid. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, just legal troubles and credit card debt and gambling. Oh, Lord Jesus. But, that's neither here nor there. But listen, guys, that's about to be my time. If you want to call in real quick, I got a couple minutes. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124, talking about the Kent State job and Josh Cribbs being a potential candidate for the position. Now, mind you, he will not be hired. Nobody will be hired. They're going with the interim coach for 2025. But going forward, what does that look like for Kent State? And to me, the no-brainer, of it all is hiring Josh Cribbs. I mean, just literally. It's an absolute no-brainer. Now, I know my regulars, listen, we're getting back to the HBCU stuff later today. 3 o'clock, the FAMU board meeting. I'll be live streaming it on here. So make sure you check into that. Also, why Pete Thamel keep playing with me, bro? Like, I can't stand, and I'm not going to, it's off script for a reason. So if you're new here, bear with me. I be going off topic, right? Now, everybody and their mama know that I was the first to report on Charlie Ward being the shortlist candidate for the job at the FAMU men's basketball. Everybody and their mama know that. I posted it 24 hours before Pete Thamel. Pete, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, Pete. All right? Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy work. It's crazy work out here, man. So it is what it is. I'll tell you this. Since everybody got everything, but they ain't got the numbers, right? So I know you heard it's a 5-year contract, right? The starting salary is like 175, 170. It's just around there, and then it escalates as it goes up. There you go. That's some more breaking news for your ass. And there's a clause in the contract, because AD Suggs so high level, there's a clause in the contract saying that if he leaves to another institution while under contract, there are payments that need to be paid. There you go. There you go. Okay. That's how it's situated. So you ain't heard that from everybody else. I'm going to tweet it. I'm going to put it on Twitter, because clearly whatever, right? But it is what it is, man. So that's my time. But listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.